help treat osteoporosis. Osteoporosis is a gradual and silent loss of bone mass, and osteopenia is pre-osteoporosis. So we are going to work with the hips today and to help prevent future bone mass loss. You want to not only strengthen the hips, but you also want to strengthen the back, the erector spinae muscles, as well as the legs, especially the hamstrings. And that's because these are above and below the hips, so it's stabilizing and helping to protect the hips. So let's get started. We'll go onto the back, and we'll start with pelvic tilts. So you're going to go ahead and lay onto your back, and you're going to bring your feet as close as you can towards your hips. So, and then I'm going to bring my hands onto my hips. I'm going to inhale and shift my pelvis up to the sky to eliminate any space between my low back and the mat. So that's our starting position. So we'll take a deep breath in once more. It's a really small motion. On the exhale, you'll arch the spine as you shift your pelvis backwards. Therefore, there's a gap now between my low back and the mat. And we'll keep moving and flowing with the breath. You want to really plant your feet into the ground as well and activate your legs. Inhale, shift your pelvis to the sky, eliminate the space between the low back and the mat. Exhale to arch. Inhale to flatten. Exhale to arch. Inhale. Exhale. Notice how my middle and upper back exhale is onto the mat. Inhale. And only the lower back is lifting. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So we're going to start and leave it at that. You want to do about 3 sets of 10. So you can start with 2 sets of 10 and work your way up there. And the second pose we're going to do is bridge pose, Setu Baddha Sarvangasana. This position starts the same way, but now we're going to lift the hips off the floor completely. Press through your palms, drop your shoulders into the mat. Really shift your hips so that you can flatten the pelvis onto the floor. And then you'll inhale, lift your hips all the way up. And start to squeeze the shoulder blades onto the back. Slight tuck, the chin goes in towards the chest, just a little. Root through the feet even more to lift your hips up as high as you comfortably can. And you'll engage your thighs, you'll engage your hamstrings, your quadriceps, and your glutes. They're all working for you. Make sure you're breathing. And to lower, we'll take a deep breath in, and then on the exhale, slowly, slowly start to lower the upper back, middle back, and then lower back all the way onto the mat. Good. And then you want to roll on over to one side, and we'll make our way up to stand. The next pose we're going to do involves hip extension. So this is where we start to strengthen a little bit more of the back and the hamstring. So you're going to take a chair, and you're going to either put it on the mat or off the side. You don't necessarily have to be on the mat for this pose. And you're going to hold onto it without, using it completely for weight bearing, but it's more of just support. So you'll have a slight bend into your elbows, unless you're reaching and the arms are straight, so that's okay too. You'll root through both the feet. Make sure that your spine is straight. Your shoulders are down and back, and your gaze is forward. And we're going to start with the left leg. Inhale, lift it up, exhale to release. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 4, 5. It's a slight movement. You're going to feel your glutes and your hamstrings turn on, but you don't have to kick the leg too far out. Try to make sure that your spine and your hips are staying in the same alignment as you started. It's just a subtle kick back with the leg. It doesn't have to be very big. We'll do one more there. Exhale to release. Plant the left foot. Make sure that you're standing up straight. Give yourself a little self-check. And again, remember to keep your torso and your hips in alignment. You're just moving the back leg. You're not moving the whole body. So I'll show you what it might look like if you did move the whole body. That's not what we want. We want to keep the upper body stable and just move the leg. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So again, I'm feeling this in my hamstring, my glutes, and I didn't mention this before, but maybe a little bit in the low back, it depends. Do 2 more here. So here we did a little bit more than 10 on each side. You want to work for 3 sets of 10 on each side. You could do 3 sets of 10 all at the same time, or you might do 10, then switch and go back. It depends on your own muscle fatigue. So the next pose we're going to do is tree pose with support. So I'm going to keep the chair here, but you can definitely use a wall if you have a wall nearby. You can go to the wall and place your opposite hand and the lifted leg on the wall. I'm using the chair so that you can see the frontal part of my body. You'll root through your right foot. We're starting on the left. Bring your hand to the hip for now. Tap with your left foot. And we'll just sort of adjust here to make sure that we're standing nice and straight. Shoulders are dropped away from the ears. Belly is engaged. And we do a little bit of a shift forward in our pelvis. Not too much to tuck the tailbone, just a shift forward. As you're ready, the left foot starts to allow for the left knee to open towards the left. So here we're stabilizing the hip, stabilizing the side body, and the glutes. So from here, you might stay right where you are. The important part is you don't lose the structural integrity of this pose by allowing the left knee to go forward. So the idea is that you don't go up too high if the knee goes forward. So I'm at my ankle and my left knee is comfortably moving towards the left. If you think that you can maintain that by bringing it to maybe the calf, then go for that. The highest that you would bring it is to the right groin. And notice how my left knee is still working towards the left wall. So if you're here, here, or at the ankle, we're still going to work the same muscles. You'll inhale, engage your transverse abs, the side abs. Exhale, breathe out through the transverse abs. And you'll hold this for at least 5 breaths, and you can hold it for up to a minute if you'd like. I'm also engaging my left leg by tightening my quads and my glute, my left glute. And then I'm rooting down through my right leg, so I might feel the muscles firing up a little bit there. Take one more breath. And release. Be sure to do the other side. And from here, we're going to go back into the mat and lay onto our belly. So however you can comfortably get yourself there, I usually tuck first, come to my knees, maybe a plank position, and lower all the way down onto your belly. And we'll start with the chin rested onto the mat. The hands will go behind you, for locust pose. Palms will face in, feet are together or hip distance apart. Inhale, lift up head, chin, chest, feet, lift as much as you can get up off the floor. I'm looking straight ahead, but you can also look down towards the top of your mat. Make sure you're breathing. Fingertips are reaching with energy, toes are reaching with energy. I have my thighs working off the floor. You might try to do that too. It's okay if your knees are on the ground. You're just working to lift up as much as you can. Lengthening and strengthening your back, your hamstrings, and your glutes. We'll take 3 more breaths here. Inhale, lift up as high as you can. And then exhale, lower all the way down towards the mat and rest one ear onto the mat. So if that was the first time that you were doing Locust, you might just do 1 set for 5 breaths. As you start to progress, you'll work up to 3 sets, 5 breaths each, with a rest in between. The last pose we're going to do is another Locust series, except our palms are going to go flat onto the ground. Pinkies will tuck in slightly underneath the thighs to support you, and the chin is going to stay rested on the mat. So if this is not comfortable for your chin, take a blanket and put it underneath your chin so that you're comfortable. From here, I'm going to start with the left leg. This is similar to the standing series we just did. And I'm going to keep my right leg planted on the ground. I'm going to inhale, lift the left leg up as high as I can without losing the integrity of my spine. So I'm not lifting up my chest. I'm staying on the mat. I'm just working my low back, my glutes, and my hamstrings. Spread your toes, and then exhale to release. We're going to lift and lower with the breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2. Inhale. Inhale, exhale, lower. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then slowly lower the left leg. Keep the left foot and the left leg on the earth. As you inhale, lift up just the right leg. Maybe the hip lifts up a little bit, but the torso and the pelvis is on the mat. Exhale to release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. You might press your palms into the ground to support your upper body. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. I'm taking big, deep breaths. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. And you're done. So for that, I did 10 on each side. You'll also work up to 3 sets of 10 on each leg. And you're all done. Thanks for watching.